Hi Cancer, how are you guys? My name is Ascending Synergy. I'll be doing just an overall spiritual message that comes to me March 21st to April 1st. Time's not linear. This could just be an overall message for the times that we're in. I'm definitely going to look to jump more onto YouTube to just get more like spiritual messages. I'm putting like the love messages kind of on hold unless it just comes up. Usually that's how it goes anyway. Just the message, the root. Tarot is really the root of things. So my intention really is to just get to the root of what spirit has for us, for our message for Cancer overall. Okay, if you do need a personal message or personal session, you can go to ascendingsynergy.com. The link is below. And I do video conferencing with my tarot readings, okay? Alrighty. So, let me see what spirit guides have for beautiful Cancers. This time frame of March 21st to April 1st. Spirit guides and messages that you have for Cancer spirit guides. For March 21st to April 1st, spirit guides and messages that you have for Cancer spirit. March 21st to April 1st. Alright, so we have balanced. Cancer. And then we have on the bottom of the deck is guilt. Somebody could be balancing their karma. You know, I do feel like this is something that you get to see someone like who could have really done us wrong, and you see how now they are suffering. It's kind of like this, you get to experience someone's karmic balance who've done you wrong in any kind of way. But overall, what I'm getting really honestly, Cancer, is just you in a real good space. I feel like you've been preparing. No matter what's going on right now, I feel like a lot of Cancers have already felt anything that felt worse than this. I feel like you guys are in a really good space. Okay, let me read this. Balance 48 breaking down to 12 and 3. Yeah, I'm getting like you guys are in a real good childlike space. Everything is really like I feel like you're being informed rather than in fear. There's nothing to fear. You're helping others know that, wow, you're actually being someone else's balance right now. It's beautiful. We definitely need those type of people. You are absolutely one of them. Sorry, give me a second. My nose is like going crazy. You can sniff stuff out. You can sniff stuff out. The energy of balance helps you recognize yourself. If you are true to your feelings, if you recognize your own truth, nothing will be able to disturb your balance. Yeah, you guys are in your divinity, your truth. Those who are not, this energy is definitely going to help you understand what your true truth is, what your truth is. And it's again going to create this balance, a force to be reckoned with within yourself. I know things that we're not proud of that could come up with guilt, but honor that part. You know, there's a lot of things that we have to really, something about my nose. What is this about? Man, some of you guys are like really sensing like what evolution really is, and you guys are really following some kind of smell, some kind of detection within your senses. And this is also where you starting to sense where balance needs to be in our lives as well. And as I was mentioning, you know, we all have to go through that dark space of things that we are extremely not proud of, to still accept ourselves and understand why did we do the things that we did or say the things that we said. I feel like these kind of experiences that was full of shame or guilt really helps us accept ourselves when we were in those spaces and forgiving ourselves from that space. Why is my nose going crazy? This is crazy. And on the bottom of the deck we have Cancer. For most of you guys, you're in your element. You're really, really like a guard dog with this right now. So, some of you guys smell is crazy. Like somebody's superpower is their nose. I do not understand why my nose is randomly itching. Alright, so let me pull some other messages here for Cancer Spirit guys. What are the messages that you have for Cancer? Alright, so we have the 5th house, the 3rd house, and Uranus. So there could be, again, these sudden events that could be really informative. You're finding curiosity in all of these sudden events. You know that this is a true evolution taking place. I could say this in this reading. Cancer, you are really very aware that this is true revolution. And you're actually like, some of you guys, I can't speak for all of you, but this feels like you're very comfortable given the events of what's going on in the world right now. I feel like you are it's like your inner child is singing because you're prepared for this. You're learning so much so rapidly right now that it's like you're finding that creative spark, your balance through all of this. Because look at the moon at the bottom of the deck. You're in your element. You sense things out. You know what, it's like you already know what the outcome of this already is. It's kind of that inner response level. And it's also kind of reminding you of what you have to also do with learning about a lot about different inner child things. Anything that was a wounded inner child, balancing that out. Suddenly. I'm getting suppression of creativity as a child, and suddenly you're breaking free from that. Any guilt of any kind, any shame that is being lifted, that is part of your journey, no matter how ugly it looks. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. There's a lot to be learned in that space. Okay, messages for Cancer Spirit. Messages for Cancer Spirit. Messages that you have for Cancer Spirit. Oh, I need some water. So we had the Moor as the point of reference. So this definitely feels like no matter what, staying your goods, like in a faithful space. Keep the faith. If this doesn't, if anything that feels like defeating, just know that have the courage to keep the faith. Know what's real. You know what's real, what's authentic. And anything that does not serve an equally yoked, equal balance in your energy, just know that, you know, it do feel like, and this could be within us, or this could be individuals that that we had to deal with, especially if it was like a masculine energy who was violent. Something that, this could have been a violent father. Oh God. For some, I'm getting molestation. That was suppressed. And I do feel like no matter what, Know how valuable you are, Cancer. Know how valuable you truly are. Nobody can diminish you. Events and situations that were very self-serving of someone else. If I have to clarify this feels like really, really heavy. There's a lot of learning from really evil events that we had to see in our life or see others go through. You could be the very well the person that helps people in these type of dynamics. You're their saving grace. Things that feel completely defeated. Someone feels imprisoned. Things that, that are emotionally repressed or suppressed. Finding the courage to I'm getting breathe again. Allow your flow, the energy of flow and emotions to kind of flow out. Because someone is very, very evil and toxic as fuck right now. And you tapping into your inner emotions, that inner dialogue. This could be a supervisor. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a father. I'm getting supervision. Also, just something that's completely depleting you of your energy. Also, it's not being paid enough. It's not a good investment. This is not where we want to spend all of our time here. It doesn't yield a great investment for our future. We just really are coming into a space of things that felt defeated, now seeing the possibility in starting a new foundation passionately. This also feels like moving forward and understanding the world in a different way. Understanding these messages and lessons in such a mature, different way. We're in a different space, a time frame now, that you can kind of look back in situations and see things differently. See the spiritual aspect of what this was. Ooh. I didn't know this was going to be this deep. Sorry. But this definitely feels like a message for a group of individuals whose innocence was taken from them at an early age. And moving forward, it feels like the message is really, please don't let this keep defeating you. This is not really serving your equal balance in life. And seeing that you can defeat this. Somebody could have possibly came back in our life. That's good energy. I feel like that with this magician and universe energy, you know what has to be done, just done and out of your life for good. This is the karmic balance that come into place because you're not giving up. You know that there's a whole new life, a whole new journey. You're feeling more into yourself. The hidden part of you is so valuable and so amazing and so full of wonderment that that can't even be contained anymore. So it's kind of like going through these different situations and experiences that were extremely heartbreaking, and separating from that and really understanding how can some people can be so cruel, so deceptive, just why. And it's like that energy of understanding that some people are just who they are. They don't really live authentically. They live in a really because they repress their emotions and don't really know how to communicate. This could be experiences from their lifestyle and how they were raised or whatever the case is. It definitely feels like you understanding this deeply, more deeply. And that's where you're at. Understanding why someone act the way they do. And giving it like, okay, it's giving me some energy, some information to go off by of how to lighten my load. And I don't even see wands here in terms of the Ten of Wands of lightening my load. But I do feel like you want spiritual freedom from this event or situation or person. And balance and freedom. I'm getting freedom. And it's kind of exploring this in a different way where you're using your spiritual insight, your religious beliefs, your faithfulness, your authentic side. This is also going through allowing you to see the really dark parts of yourself and hidden aspects, our inner emotions, our inner responses, and seeing how that really affects with our true value of ourselves and how we give off. Are we able to see value in others? It's just, this was like a really deep message here. And I feel like after all of that would have been said and done, there's something to be celebrated. It's finding your soul tribe too. People who interact with you on that type of level. This is finding the sun again after peace, after things were suffering. It's like finding peace in things that does not feel peaceful, right? Given the fact of all of these different events, I feel like some of you guys are in a space of peace and helping others while they go through all of these tumultuous experiences and you helping them because you're in such a state of peace. So I'm going to pull an overall message here, like an overall advice here for you guys. I was going to say Taurus, so this can involve a Taurus, another Cancer, Pisces, Libra, okay, so our overall advice is number 30. This is childhood energy. With number 3, really, really tapping into that emotion of a child. What's that wonderment, that illusion, the communication. Also life coach energy. Yeah, I'm getting a life coach for people who went through some shit. This is also leaping. Moderate, plunge, depth, overwhelm, congruency, tap, and faith. The only thing that leaps or keeps you from success is quitting. To accomplish anything, it is often a long sequence of multiple events coming together. Ebb and flow are a part of the process. Don't let having advanced knowledge of them intimidate you. This is a time for equilibrium and a time for rapid movement. Leaping further into yourself or your situation will bring about ultimate success. Any illumination you receive from this deep dive, whether good, bad, or indifferent, is ultimately better to have and is crucial to move forward. Do not lose sight of your fortitude, strength, and integrity. Jump. Yo, this is crazy. My nose is so itching. It looks like you're sensing a deeper awareness of yourself, of others, of experiences that really were tumultuous, tragedy, suffering, grief. You're looking deep into it. You're diving deep into it and seeing the messages that come out of it. And this is, take that leap. See what is unbalanced. See what's selfish there. See what's one-sided. See what the defeats are, the spiritual defeats, the things that are keeping us back spiritually. Only you are aware of what that is. That's very individualistic. But no matter what, this is really kind of coming into another space of who you are. I'm a natural healer. I feel inner guru energy here. Someone that can really help people with their own inner conflicts. I feel like you're stepping into that teacher and practitioner roles also. And taking a leap on that too. If that's something that you were kind of not hesitating on, yeah, this is a beautiful way to start. It feels like it helps a whole lot of people around you. Alright, Cancer, I think that's it for me. I love you guys so much. And yeah, man, be safe out here and stay encouraged and beautiful and balanced. Alright, bye.